guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be testing out a $1 makeup from Miss A. So if you haven't checked out my previous video where I took you with me to Miss A's store and I showed you all the makeup, the accessories, everything that they had for $1, make sure to go check it out. So basically today we're just going to be doing our makeup with a $1 products. You never know, there might be some hidden gems. You guys know that this channel is all about looking good in a budget, so I was like, you know what, we have to test out this $1 makeup because you never know. So let's see what the whole tea is about and let's go ahead and let's get started. So I do have a couple of products from Miss A that I bought from the previous time I went to the store that I haven't put to the test, so I really want to use those as well. So I will be showing you those products as we go along with the review. So I have to start off first with my brows. That is always the first thing that I do. So for the brows, I did get this AOA Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade, and this one is in dark brown. So I'm going to take my brush and very softly just dip it in the pomade. So I want to do a very natural look with my brows because I feel like I already have very thick and bushy brows. So I want to go a little bit more on the natural side. So we'll see how this pomade is. It glides very easily. Again, I'm going to do a very natural look today with my brows. Nothing over the top. So it's very pigmented and it's very creamy. It glides on very nice. So that's always great when it comes to a pomade. In a pomade, I always look for it to have really good coverage, to glide very easily, and to be very pigmented. So it looks like this is doing a good job. For $1, it's not bad. So in all honesty, I feel like the pomade is really good. It's very creamy, it glides on very easily, it's very pigmented, very opaque, so you can build it up or just do a very natural look. Obviously pomades are more when you want to do a dramatic look and you use a pencil when you want to do more of a natural look, but I feel like with this pomade you can definitely build up the intensity of the pomade to see how dark or how intense you do want in your brows. Alright, now for the concealer, I'm going to be using this Starry Concealer. This one didn't have a shade, which made it a little bit more difficult for me when I was in the store to see what shade was perfect for me, so I just picked up the one that looked the lightest but also the closest to my skin tone color, just so it wouldn't be like a white cast underneath my eyes. So I picked it up and this is what it looks like. Now we're gonna take a flat brush. I'm gonna be taking this brush right here. It does look like it's very creamy. Sometimes that can be good or sometimes that can be really bad, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, this is a very thick concealer, girl. Very thick. So here comes the moment of truth. How is this going to blend out on the skin? We'll see. So I did get this mini AOA mini blender and it is so cute and it's also very, very soft. So we're going to see how this blends out the concealer, but also how the concealer blends out on the skin. So I really like the blender. The mini blender is really good because I feel like you can get very precise in those areas that are very hard to get, like for example the inner corner of your eye or on top. It's very, very easy to just get underneath and blend concealer. So I already know I'm loving this sponge right here. It is really good for $1. It's pretty bomb, and the concealer actually was not hard to blend. I'm actually very surprised because it is so much of a thick consistency. I have had experiences where thick concealers are very hard to blend. I'm actually quite surprised that this blended up pretty good. But I'll give you guys my final thoughts once I use it underneath the eye area. That is where I really know if it actually works or if it's not going to work out for me. So let's keep on blending the concealer and then we'll move on to eyeshadow. So I typically always use concealer as a primer for my eyelids. This is the AOA eyeshadow primer and this one is in 040 Original. So we're just going to put about 3 dots on each side of the eye. I'm going to use the mini blender to blend all of this out. Alright, let's get it a little bit up close. Let's see how this blended out. It looks a bit patchy. Let's blend it out with the finger. Maybe that would change it a little bit more and it would blend out better. We'll see. Okay, it still looks a bit patchy. I don't know if you can really see here. I see like some dry patches in this area of the eye and then also in this area right there. But I mean, it covered up pretty good all the imperfections on my little veins and redness I had going on my eyelids. So it does cover up pretty good just to prime eyelid and get it ready for the shadow. Okay, so what are we gonna use for eyeshadow, you might be asking yourself. So these are palettes that I previously picked up from the very last time I went to Miss A, and these are the palettes that I showed you guys in the video where it's $10 for 9 shadows, and the palette, it is magnetic and also comes with the mirror, so for 10 bucks I think it's pretty good. I did test out some of these shadows and they are pretty bomb, honestly, for $1. So for today I'm going to be using one shadow from this palette, and we're gonna be taking 3 shadows from Wildflower, and this is what Wildflower looks like. And I'm also going to be using one of the shades from their new highlighters that they released, which is this one for the inner corner, but I'll show you guys as we go. First I'm going to start with I'm a Beach, and I'm going to be taking this yellow shade right there, and I'm going to put it all over the lid. Next color we're going to move into Wildflower. We're going to take that shadow right there. We're going to put it on the brush, and we're going to put it right underneath the yellow one. Alright, next we're going to go in with this dark brown color, and we're going to put it all over the outer corner of the eye just to intensify the look a little bit more. Now we're going to cut the crease, and I'm going to be taking this AOA F16 brush. This is my favorite brush to cut the crease. If you're a person that loves doing cut creases like me, I personally recommend you to try out this brush. It is the best brush to cut the crease. And I'm going to be taking the concealer. I'm going to put a little bit on the brush, and we're going to start cutting the crease. So the concealer does the job, it gets the job done to cut the crease, but it is so thick that it is so hard to do it very precisely because it keeps getting stuck on the eyelid. Now we're going to be taking another color from the Wildflower palette. We're going to be taking this shimmer color and putting it all over the lid. Okay, we're just going to pat it on. Okay, so I feel like the shadow is pretty pigmented, but I'm going to be taking my finger just because I want to see if the pigmentation does intensify a little bit more if I do use my finger. Final thoughts on the shadows. So I did use both of the palettes, like I showed you guys, and I honestly think that the shadows are pretty good. I was blending, the color was still there. There was a little bit of fallout, but I mean, they're $1, you know, shadows. What can we expect? We can't expect them to be perfect. So I feel like for $1 each shadow, it's pretty good. So I'm going to finish off this eye off camera. I will be back with the lashes, and then we'll go from there. We are going to move on to lashes. Now Miss A did have a lot of lashes. I was super excited to purchase their new lash line that they came out with, which is $1.55 for each pair of lashes, which is still super duper good, but they didn't have them in stores. They were out of stock, so I was really sad. I didn't purchase any of the lashes that they had in the store because I have previously tested them out and I personally didn't really like them a lot, so I just didn't think it was pointless to buy them again and then not like them. So I'm going to be applying these lashes right here. Now if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram or on Snapchat, if you don't follow me, girl, follow me because that's where I spill all the tea. So if you guys don't follow me, you guys wouldn't know that I'm currently working on creating my own lash line, and I have been wearing samples. So if a lot of the times you guys ask me what lashes I'm wearing and I don't respond, it is because they are my own lashes and I'm trying to figure out how many uses I can get out of them. Are they really good quality? Because I want you guys to have the best of the best lashes. So I have been working with a lot of samples, and these are some of the samples that I have been obsessed with, and I was so excited to tell you guys when they are launching, but I will have more updates and more news as time does go by. So let me pop on these lashes and I'll be back. Alright, lashes are on. We're gonna move on to the lips. I always have to apply lip balm before I start working with my face, so by the time I do get to my lips, they're very nice and hydrated. So I did get this one from Miss A. It is the She Makeup Lip Care, and this is in Cocoa Scent. It smells really nice. We're gonna put it all over the lips. Oh, it actually has a tint to it. That's not cute. And it also is not really hydrating the lips. It's just making them look even worse. That lip balm didn't work out, so that's not one of my favorite ones for sure. First product I'm not liking. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the face. I did get this AOA is a primer, and this is supposed to perfecting blur primer but also illuminate. Now this one, it looks like it is more of a gel consistency. It's gonna be pretty thick, but it also has little specks of glitter which are supposed to illuminate your face. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna put a little bit in the back of my hand. This feels like water, which reminds me of the first time that I used these primers. Didn't have a good experience with them. So this honestly just feels like I'm putting water on my face. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It's supposed to perfecting blur primer. Let's see. It didn't blur out my pores. That's for sure. They're still visible. They're still there. So, I mean, it didn't really work. And it just looks like I have a whole bunch of glitter on my face. I don't like this one. All right, for foundation, I got this full coverage silky milky foundation. This was so hard at the store to pick my shade. Nothing had a shade like medium tan, light beige. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I was like, oh, okay, so let me start out 1 and see which one's closer to me. So I got shade number 3. I don't expect this to match me. Again, it was really hard to find the perfect foundation. Plus, I'm just really bad at finding my foundation in general. So, we'll see how this goes. Oh, no. Don't come at me telling me that my foundation does not match or if it's horrible. I know, I'm aware of that. But this is how a review is. Sometimes things go the way you want them to and sometimes they go as you didn't plan to. So, we're just gonna try to make this work. So I was on the hunt for one of their newest beauty blenders. It's a blue one and they didn't have it. So when I was about to check out, I saw they had these pink ones for $1.55, I believe. You can barely see it. There we go, right there. So I was like, you know what the heck? Let's just try this one out. Oh my God. It is so soft. All right, here we go. This is so embarrassing. Let's just go with it. Let's just keep on blending. This is the best we're gonna get. Final thoughts on the foundation. Do I like it? No. I don't like it. It's not because it didn't match my skin tone color. That is my fault. That has nothing to do with the foundation. That's totally on me. I'm saying I don't like the foundation because it is not full coverage. It has a very strong scent. I'm typically a person that doesn't really care about scents, but this one is really strong. It honestly looks like not even BB cream. Like, girl, BB cream gives you a little bit more coverage than this. Okay, we're gonna move on to concealer now, and I'm gonna be using the same concealer we were using at the beginning with the exact same brush, and we're just going to apply it underneath the eye area. So let me take the mini blender. Let me blend all of this out. It's definitely brightening up the under eye area and it's making me look more awake. It is a little bit hard to blend, I'm not gonna lie. The concealer is a big no-no. I have 2 powders. They're both from AOA. This one's a brightening and this is a translucent. We have the powder right here. Let's start setting the under eye area. Oh, that is not good. You see, this is why I didn't want to do the translucent by itself because it is giving me a white cast. That is the reason why I didn't want to use it. And this is what it looks like because we mixed it with the brightening one. Now imagine if we would have used it by itself. I just feel like from the eyeshadow, everything just started going downhill. But okay, we're gonna make this work. Let's just set the entire face now. We have to contour. So I did get this one, 6 colors contour palette. Let's do this middle shade. All right, let's start contouring. Let's contour the nose. We're gonna take the lightest shade of the contour palette. Let's intensify it a little bit more with that darker shade. The contour palette is pretty good. All right, now let's move on to blush. So I did get this Lumi Radiant blush. This one is in the shade So Close. Ooh, can you see that? I don't know if the camera's picking it up. That is a very nice shade of pink. Oh, I love these blushes. They're so good. So I have so many highlighters that I want to test out that I'm going to use different highlighters in different parts of my face. All right, we're gonna try out the Pout Lighter, and this one is in 199. Oh my God, that is, ooh, that is so pretty. Now let's try out this one. This is their pressed highlighter, and this is in Gilded. And apply it right on top of the cheekbone. Oh, girl. Ooh, I know you see that. Look at that. Now let's take the middle one, and let's do the chin, Cupid bow, the nose, of course. So this palette is really good if you're a person that loves highlight but likes it a little bit less intense and you just liked your highlight to be a little bit glowy, but not too much. I definitely recommend this palette, but I mean, the 3 highlights that I tested out were really good. We have to do lips. I got this AOA lip liner, and this one is in the shade Hero. I love their lip liners personally. I think they're really good. So let me go ahead and line the lips. I have these 3 lip glosses. I have 3 shades. I have City Girl, Role Model, and just Superstar, which is the clear one. I'm gonna go with City Girl. Ooh, the scent is not good. We are done with the full face of $1 makeup. What are your thoughts? Let me know. So that is it for this video, guys. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. You guys still have a couple of more days for the giveaway. And thank you so much for all the consistent love you guys have been showing to my channel and to me and on my social medias. I truly appreciate and I love every single one of you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, my content, or my channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can be part of the Pita Chip family. And also don't forget to turn on your post notifications so I can notify you every single time I upload, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, my loves!